All right, today's kind of a quickie because when I tell you I got sent this and I said there's absolutely no way, there's no way this is happening. So, because I'm just wow. Because this has to be probably one of the dumbest settings I have seen probably ever. Like one of the actual dumbest things. And we basically live in a surveillance state because what the hell is this? So in case you read the title of the video, but it says here, Discord launches teen by default settings globally. Now, if you think that's not just a disaster, like a global disaster, I'm telling you right now, this is one of the stupidest changes. And so, no, just to give you some background context, the reason why this is like happening because there's been a lot of like legislation as of late, not as of late, but there's stuff like the Online Safety Act that requires, in order to harbor like not harbor, but in order to access like NSFW materials like prawn websites and all that, you need to give your ID or give a visible ID in order to access that. And so most people, rightfully so, are saying absolutely not. Why would we want to give our ID for stuff we want to just access like on the freebie? So if you're in a place like the UK, that kind of stuff is mandatory now. Of course, the spike in VPNs kind of makes it otherwise, where people just go to other places. But eventually, hopefully, in some dystopian future, there's a chance that every single country might have something like this, which hopefully that's not the case. And so the biggest problem I had with this, because I covered this in a video almost about a month ago actually, about like Discord wanting your ID, and the reason why it was really bad was because that Discord had suffered a data breach that literally had people's IDs in it. So they have literally proven that they are not capable of protecting people's identity. If you already were skeptical enough, they weren't going to do it in the first place. So the fact that we are here and they want to do that is absolutely insane. And so I literally, when I tell you I had the amount of disbelief I saw reading this, I said there's no way. So yeah, it's actually real, guys. Apparently it's real. And so we're just gonna read some of it here. It says like, okay, so it says here, teen by default settings to roll out globally for all Discord users, enhancing age appropriate protections while maintaining privacy, community, and meaningful connections to the platform. San Francisco, February 9, 2026. Discord is announcing enhanced teen safety features rolling out globally that reinforce its long-standing commitment to creating a safer and more inclusive experience for users over the age of 13. As part of this update, all new and existing users worldwide will have a teen-appropriate experience by default, with updated communication settings, restricted access to age-gated spaces, and content filtering that preserves the privacy and meaningful connections that define Discord. Beginning with a phased global rollout to new and existing users in early March, users may be required to engage in an age verification process to change certain settings or access sensitive settings. This includes age-restricted channels, servers, or commands, and selected message requests. Nowhere in our safety work more important than when it comes to teen users, which is why we are announcing these updates in time for Safer Internet Day. Rolling out teen by default settings globally builds on Discord's existing safety features, giving teens strong protections while allowing verified adults flexibility. We design our products with teen safety users to support meaningful long-term well-being for teens on the platform. And so the head of product policy at Discord, yada yada yada. So why is this really terrible? You may be wondering. Because for what Discord actually gives you, giving your ID is not worth it. Okay, now some of y'all may not look the part, but the reason why you get ID'd is because, well, I don't get ID'd when I go out, but why some people have to get ID'd is because, when you want to go buy something, right, especially something that's a bit more, of more adult, that's something that's like your choice. It's in person. You're not putting it into a database. On top of that, it's something like your children should not be having. But something like Discord, where it's like it's an online space, it's kind of like the Wild West out here. I mean, you know how the amount of like Discord predators, like stories that are out there is insane. It's actually a really big problem. And so the whole point of this is just like, oh, if you push this change out, it's not helping anybody. And I always say this, I'm always advocate for this, but like people need to learn just how to use the internet properly. Like just you have to train people how to use these things. Because if you don't, you end up with situations like this. And mind you, a lot of people who find themselves in like compromised situations, there's like a lot of factors that really go into it. For example, someone might be, disadvantaged, bad at home life, blah, 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 and then someone swoops in, and all that stuff. So that's stuff Discord cannot prevent that, obviously, but pushing towards this stuff is just absolutely terrible. What? So we can continue on here. It's like privacy forward age assurance. So age assurance is the foundation of this new experience and is designed to respect Discord users' privacy and choice. Discord users can choose to use facial age estimation or submit a form of identification to its vendor partners, with more options coming in the future. Additionally, Discord will implement its age inference model, a new system that runs in the background to help determine whether an account belongs to an adult without always requiring users to verify their age. Some users may be asked to use multiple methods if more information is needed to assign an age group, and some key protections of Discord's age assurance approach include on-device processing, quick deletion, straightforward verification, private status. And so, yeah, so if you to get a little sticker that says, "Hey, I'm an adult," um, guess what? Guess what? You get it. You just gotta give your face. And I'll say this on a personal level too. I don't use Discord for a lot of things anymore nowadays. I just use it now for like little stuff, like talking to a few friends, and in a few servers that I'm somewhat active in. So my Discord is mostly just used for like little stuff. So I'm not in these big places. But to me, I feel like there's also something to point out. Having someone tag, "Oh, I'm a teenager," it feels like it's just giving like the people who are already going to take advantage. This tells them to, just know exactly where to look. Oh, this person's an adult. Let's go this way. And so, even now, if you look at like the default safety settings, there's like content filters, age gated spaces, message request inbox, friend request alerts. There's like stage restrictions. So, me personally, I don't hang around these things, but I just find that people kind of need to be people need to understand how these things work on their own. We need to teach online safety to people on their own so they know what to do with it. And especially like if you're like an iPad child or an iPad kid, guess what? To me, that is a parenting thing. That's like a parenting thing that needs to be done. Because clearly, if you give Discord the reins to be the parents for you, you are going to literally get it's not going to go anywhere. So that's like the big thing with that. So moving along, let's just finish off this article here. It says giving teens a seat at the table, introducing the Discord Teen Council. So along with enhanced safety features, Discord is announcing recruitment for its inaugural Teen Council, a teen advisory body that brings authentic teen perspectives into how Discord shapes their experience. The Teen Council will consist of 10 to 12 teens and will help ensure Discord understands, not assumes, what teens need, how they build meaningful connections, and what makes them feel safe and supported online. You know how teens used to build meaningful connection? They used to go outside. It's not fun. Like, they used to do that kind of stuff. What do you mean? They literally used to do everything else. I know malls are dying, but people used to go to the mall. Man, I am getting old. Yeah, I used to go to the mall. We used to go to the mall. Okay, we want to have fun. We go to the park. We do bike rides. We do everything else, but not hang on Discord all day. Okay, that's just asking for trouble. So to me, this all screams like disconnect, because how the hell are you gonna tell people? Oh yeah, no, just put on the setting. And also for the record, I feel like also it's kind of, you should also give some discretion to the people who are like, say you set up an NSFW channel, for instance. Okay, you should be the ones vetting who in the hell can look at it or not. You don't need Discord to tell you to do that, because ultimately what ends up happening is that in this, as you give away more stuff to applications or like to companies, they just use your data to just extract what they need from you. That's literally, at the end of the day, that's what it is. They just go out and they extract. And what made the data breach from ages ago so insane, and like I said, you can watch my previous video on that. That's fine. I talk about it a bit more there, but there was like government IDs getting leaked. So you are now actually at the risk of having identity fraud happening to you. But the key thing of as with like every single like stuff like phishing and all that is to just not be in the situation in the first place and just recognize like key features. But however, if somebody is in data breach, it's like, oh, let me go and just take your information right here, and yeah, that's it from you. It's a bit less, it's a bit less, what's the word for it? This is less helpful, I guess you could say. And also having a Discord teen council is not going to do anything, because 10 to 12 teens cannot account for millions of them. They might have some idea. But to me, this is just a bigger problem with Discord in general. It's not really addressing any issues. Of course, it's trying to comply with like, certain laws and stuff. But either way, to me, this is never going to solve anything, because In order to get to the root of the problem, you have to get rid of it. I mean, what happened? Didn't we just have like Roblox also took like they literally, I think they took like forever to get certain stuff done when it came to like underage like hunting, because on Roblox especially too, um what happens actually is that, so you'll have somebody who is, I don't know, say you're 12 on Roblox, and you make a friend, okay, who's like 13 or something. It's like, oh, I'm 13. You want my Discord? And so you get Discord, and it turns out it's like a 40-year-old man who's preying on a 12-year-old, and Discord is literally like the medium where all these things go. This is not going to adjust the problem. As a matter of fact, like I said earlier, it's probably going to even like enable it even more. So what is so I'm just trying to figure out what is the point in this. And for the record, if they ask me for my ID or inevitable, it's going to be a hell no. No one's getting my ID, because I just don't. This I'm not purchasing alcohol. I'm not purchasing like a cigarette or something. I'm on Discord, talking to like a few people. So yeah, yeah, is really something. Wait. But anyways, so the whole point of this is that don't bother with this stuff. Keep your ID safe. That's it. I really watched my previous video on this kind of stuff, because we talk about it a little bit more in that. And yeah, so this video was definitely a bit more free-handed, because like I said, this was very last minute, and I actually couldn't believe this was real, because there's no way they are that crazy with it. And also, what could also potentially happen is, like, before we wrap up, is just that I believe you can buy Nitro right now without giving ID. And so there might be an event where if you have to do that, there might be like a mass exit of Nitro not being purchased, which is why I'm kind of like, which might actually hurt their pockets, because at the end of the day, when it comes to a business, if you want to hurt them, you gotta hurt them where the money is. So we'll see how far this goes. Hopefully it doesn't go too far, but only time will tell. Anyways, yeah, if you enjoyed me ranting, or if you enjoyed me just doing a quick video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow my social description below. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.